First of all, my very, very humble gratitude to all the super rocking and lovely listeners today and all the dignitaries. Bahut bahut pranam, Jai Hind, and once again my very humble gratitude to all of you. So my journey, it all started from a very ordinary, obese 12th class boy of 120 kgs. From that point, cracking the NDA and getting SSB recommendation twice. And then obviously, when I got SSB recommended, so I was overweight, since 24 kgs overweight and getting a temporary rejection. Defeating my obesity by reducing 25 kgs, going back after the TR, getting the clean check for Indian Army, still getting unfit for my real love, Indian Air Force as a fighter pilot. Though I actually cleared PABT once in a lifetime test also. So from that point, journey took it to beginning my entrepreneurial career in second year of engineering. So starting my company as a first generation entrepreneur from 5,000 rupees and taking it to a system of more than $500,000 on a bootstrap mode, from a 200 square foot office, setting up a 5-story building office and setting up the international establishment. And going forward and forward, lot of success, lot of dejections, lot of failures, and even getting the author of 2 very elite books as well. There has been the journey is full of success, failure and dejection. And trust me, when I was moving forward, when I looked back, connecting the dots backward, I realized that all these success and failures that I really had, time has played the most vital role. Time has been the reason behind the success and the failures. So let me take all of you on this journey today. So there's a very beautiful saying in Hindi, Ka Varsha Jab Krishi Sukhane. What it actually means is, when you need something in a particular time frame and you don't get it, and tomorrow you even get more than that what you require, it is actually of no use. So let's understand it with a very simple example. So just before me, these Bhangra guys, they have done a fabulous performance. The guys are great performers. But consider a scenario that today this music system was not working. Then what they would have performed today, will they would have been able to deliver? No. And tomorrow, if this music system has started working, it is of no use, because today, the TEDx event that you guys have set up, this fantastic event, this is gone. Because remember, time and tide never waits for anybody. So just one more, see, for every one of us, for each one of us, and this applies vice versa also. So there are times when you have the talent, you have the resources, you have everything, and time comes to you, but we don't take actions. And the ball comes, we don't hit the ball. When we don't hit the ball, the game is over. That's the importance when we talk about hitting something in that time frame. See, for all of us, success has different meanings. For somebody, it's about building up a great startup, building up a unicorn. For somebody, it's about becoming a finest artist. For somebody, it is about becoming a very popular creator. But let me tell you, all these are actually the perceptions and desires of getting successful. What truly is common in all this is, if you really want to achieve these desires, the fulfillment of these desires to become successful starts from a common point, and that common point is that when the ball is there, hit the ball at that time, eventually these desires will fall apart. So the game is, the success starts from hitting the ball on time, and that's truly the success. So I'll give you this particular thing when I moved on my journey. So it's always said, Steve Jobs has said it very beautifully, you can connect the dots looking backwards. And similarly, it happened with me. Going forward, when I look back, I was able to connect the dots beautifully, and I realized that this is something very close and my whole journey resonates with this. To have a more clarity and a much stronger conviction, I had more research on this. And just to share with this particular thing that success is all about hitting the ball on the time has a very deep science to it. Let's understand the science in a very simple and a beautiful way. So there is a very important saying in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 11, text 32, it says very beautifully, it emphasizes that time is the manifestation of Krishna. And if you resonate yourself with time, time is Krishna. I'm sure a lot of you might be confused. Let me simplify for you guys what it truly means. So it says, I'm sure all of you must have seen cases, 110%, each one of you have seen cases where you meet somebody or you see somebody, you say, this person has going the most favorable time of his era. He's so successful. Let me tell you, the science is, when you say this person has most favorable time, what that means is, that means that time is Krishna, time is divinity. The gentleman respected, the person respected the time, he respected the divinity, he hit the ball at that moment, and that's why the time has become favorable for him. To have a more deeper essence to it, because when I do introspection, it's like, it happens with all of you. I'm sure that when you get convinced, you want to have more detailed research. You want to be like super clear on that game. So when I really connected, since I am from a deep-rooted spiritual family also, so I always connect things, how it is reverberating. So when I connected with one more beautiful example for all of you, if you pick up a very rich culture of Sikhi. So the 10th Guru of Sikh culture, Daswant Guru Gobind Singh Ji, he has been a warrior, a poet, a philanthropist, and obviously an enlightened soul. So if you will see Wazir Khan, who has been the reason for his betrayal, the one who betrayed him, and that betrayal became the reason for the martyrdom of 4 sons, the 4 Sahibzade. Don't you think so? The enlightened soul had the instinct that this gentleman is not right. He had. But since time is Krishna, and the enlightened soul accepted it gracefully, that's the reason he took it so gracefully, and he accepted that because he respected the divinity, because divine itself has to respect divinity. That's the importance of time when you have to hit it in that particular time. Now after going with all this, when I connected this with my success journey, which I'll share with you, it was so superbly perfect. So my whole game of transformation from an ordinary person started because of time. So way back, when I got SSB recommended, which anybody, like everybody was like, I cannot get SSB recommended because it's one of the toughest, has only 0.1 recommendation ratio. Still I got recommended, and I was also not very much, it was a shock for me as well. So when I got recommended, I came back. So I got in a TR, and within a TR, there is a stipulated time when you have to reappear. So when I got recommended, I took a challenge with myself that, look, Ujjwal Chugh, now it's the time, the game is in your court. I will break myself in every possible way, but I will make it happen. Though at that time, I was unconscious about this time game which I'm sharing today with you because I can connect it looking backward. But the fact is, I took the challenge, I broke myself. After cutting my 25 kgs, I got clean chit for Indian Army but got unfit due to myopic 2.5, which I was also not knowing. But trust me, that taking that challenge, taking that action in that time frame, hitting the ball became the reason for the spark within me which came in. Though I didn't join, but वो आग जल चुकी थी. And there it came within myself. कि अब जिंदगी में कुछ करेंगे ऐसा, न जाने कैसा. We'll do something benchmarking, but करेंगे, हिलेंगे. And from that, let me connect you. When I started my company in second year, so when the company got started, parallelly what happened? Again, a very important significance of time. Time only not gives you if you hit the ball on time, it doesn't give you the success at that moment, but it eventually opens a lot of future possibilities and opportunities which you don't know. So in second year, when I started the company, so parallelly a lot of people got to know that I have cracked NDA and I have got twice recommendation. So a lot of my juniors, seniors, colleagues used to come who are appearing from CDS, OTA that, okay, what is this, what is that related to SSB? I realized that there are so many myths. Nothing happens like this in SSB. So what I did, with all my manifestations which I really learned by burning my hand, I thought it came intuitively to me. Why not I make a portal and I put up everything over there? I created a portal, put up all the things which I really learned in my SSB, and you won't believe what happened after 2.5 years. That's how the time creates the opportunity. 2.5 years, by the time I was in 4th year, one day I suddenly got a call from Pearson Education and Sanjay ji from Chandigarh. He called me, he said, Ujjwal ji, we have seen your portal and we really want you to write a book on SSB. We would love to publish this book. That time was very overwhelming, but the reality which I can connect today looking backwards is why this opportunity came, because at that time when that intuitively that thing came to my mind, I took the action, I did the karma, I hit the ball with a great intent, and eventually it created that possibility. With so many success when going on, I connected why the failures. Now when I moved in the journey forward and a lot of failures happened, we realized that is also because of time. So by the time I was crossing the college, the Bill Gates have very beautifully said it. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people, they can't lose. And trust me, it seduced me as well. So by the time I was done with the college, we were growing, though we were struggling also, but compared to a lot of people were appreciating, we were already doing a lot of benchmarking thing. I already started that company, everything. So at that time, we thought of building products. So we thought to have the growth and success amplification, why don't we build up a product and take it to the next level? We started with that. Now let me tell you, it happens with a lot of people who get early age success also, because a lot of understanding you get with time also. So there, when we started a product, we said, okay, see, we have started this. Now, even though we have started the game, we have to complete it and we have to launch it in a bigger way within this year. Then the success which seduced me, there's a bulb in the mind and it says, look, there's no problem. You're already doing so well, so early, everything is going great. That's not a problem. If you do more things and it will take some more time, couple of more years, still you will going to make the game. Things are under your control. You have the talent, you have the caliber, everything is there. What's the problem? And that's what happened. Trust me, I was absolutely wrong. After a couple of years, I'm being very honest, the products which we were working, which nobody even thought of, let me tell you, we were already working on something like Zomato. We were already working on something, a very beautiful POS system which is there in the market now, Paid Puja, which is in a lot of restaurants, and something, a portal which is still live like Scoop Food. And we invested more than 1 crore on this system from all the success which we earned at that time, in those couple of years. But trust me, all is now dumped. And this failure, why it happened? Because that was the time when I was supposed to hit the ball. I didn't do that. I didn't respect the time. I didn't respect the divinity. And I actually met with that failure. And then when I took it forward, I realized another dimension of my failure also happened due to this. So, in my college days, I have got this blessing as a divinity that right from very young age, I have been mentoring a lot of people. So, from my college time, I have been called by a lot of institutions, and I have touched more than hundreds of institutions, right from IITs till the remotest part of this country. And not boasting about myself, but being very honest with all of you, my 2 days workshop was like, wow! People were like, sir, maza aa gaya. And they were like always, sir, how we can connect with you, we want to have content, this and that. And whenever I used to sit with my team, I used to tell them, yeah, there's no problem. We were like always, we have such a strong ground hold, everything is there in our hands. Certainly, whenever we will start, we will have the game with us. Why to worry? Why to think so much? Don't worry, we will have the game. And trust me, again we were wrong. So just after the COVID, when one day I was sitting, I looked back and I saw that there are so many young creators and they have their dedication, hard work, I respect that. But when I compared, I said, we have done such a huge groundwork. why we do not have that mass penetration, which we really wanted. I really want to touch the last milestone of this country, Bharat, and then taking it to global level. Where we missed, I realized again, we didn't respect the time. And I'm sure all of you will agree with me, because you tell me, anybody who started 5 or 10 years back the YouTube journey, does it that much easy today? 5, 10 years back, anybody who started that journey, putting up any content will take a hike. But today you make a finest content, it requires a huge, intense effort, because time never waits for anybody. And it didn't wait for me as well, and it didn't wait for any of the greatest mind in this world. One has to respect the time, you have to respect the divinity, then only it will going to work. With all this, it's my very strong submission to all the bright young people that when it comes to time, when the things are there, if you really hit the ball in time, trust me, I can guarantee you that 100% it will going to work, and the fire will not extinguish at any cost, and things will fall automatically for you. With this, it is my wish and Almighty's blessing that each one of you transcend to become less ordinary in your life, and you must get the blessing and wisdom to hit the ball whenever it comes to you, so that you should rise high in your life. And last but not the least, we're going to leave all of you with one important question for all of you. You need to ask yourself, do you really want to experience the profound life and the success, or just want to think about it? Remember, experiencing profound life and success is all about doing the actions, taking the actions, accepting challenges, doing the karma. Whereas just thinking will going to bring negativity, regret, and anxiety. Choice is yours. Thank you.